Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a quick slant as the throw is complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st and 10, Darnold, short little throw to Ebron. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Conner. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
At the 31.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On the run, it's Conner. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down, it's Conner. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
On the carry. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He'll get this to Conner underneath, and he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Complete to James.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 14-yard line.
Here's Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
Darnold's pass intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. First carry down for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
Taken down.
Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The give to Taylor. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to him back.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They needed a yard. They got it. First down. So they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Number 13, T.Y. Hilton.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Eason on 2nd down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. From the gun is Eason. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the
T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 58 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Things could just not have started any better for them. But they get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of the ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. Got an open man. It's Washington. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That's complete to his running back, Connor.
Darnold's pass.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
3-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Eason. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Chris Godwin, 67 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points.
For the extra point.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Washington.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Darnold. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind, while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. We remind you, you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now an open man, that's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
6-yard line.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
First and 10.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. His hand doesn't hurt too much doing this. Or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give him a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Colts add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25.
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Darnold. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by a Keller Witherspoon. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First and 10, Eason. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Will Parks. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So it's on the an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Rodgers on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Taylor. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
From the gun, Eason looking downfield for Godwin. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Will Parks. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he gets it up past the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Right back to Connor here on first. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. On 2nd down and 4. Darnold, Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They're going to run again with Snell. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 56 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Rodgers on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
2nd down, here's Eason. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Eason throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. They got 29 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, Jacob Eason. Now a short one to Gesicki. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and...
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They run once more with Taylor. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
The week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his 1st touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Here's Darnold. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. DeForest Buckner. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the 1st down sack. Darnold, quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. And the Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Darnold. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. Quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
14-yard line.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Nyheim Hines.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
From the gun, Eason. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Fire, beware. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory, like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. Side taken in by Washington. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Darnold completes it. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at their 49-yard line.
Throwing again is Darnold. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Complete.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the air again, Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. He gets it left side to Johnson. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Third down.
Again, Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Connor. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Juju.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Julian Blackman.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. To Connor on the check down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. One last throw now for Darnold. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, the Colts will play again next weekend. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long.